So by now we know that GTA 6 takes place in Vice City and in the state of Leonida, which is based off of real life Miami and obviously the state of Florida. So of course, a lot of the things that you saw in the trailer, like the roads, the buildings, the architecture, some of the important landmarks, all of those are going to be parodied and based off of that real life area. However, what you probably didn't know is there was a lot of things shown off in that trailer that were specifically based off of real life events. And I want to go over all of those right now. So a good bit of Rockstar's trailer incorporated their in-game versions of social media, which is obviously a huge part of modern life, whether that be Instagram, Facebook Live, Twitter or X, Snapchat, etc. And what Rockstar used this for was to document some of the crazy stuff that you would see in GTA 6. And this one in particular, coming from Lucha Libre fan who is live, it says, "Neighborhood watch, don't play around in Hamlet." So we know that Hamlet is a new area in the game, and you can see here, it is this lady that's wearing like her house slippers and what looks to be like this pajama dress, dual wielding a set of hammers. And she has something very specific to say to Lucha Libre fan.
"Well, look who's back."
She says, "Well, look who's back." Clearly, this is a confrontation that she's had before, and this is actually based on a real video. I think this was back in 2020 of a woman destroying cars, dual-wielding hammers. This is the most wild thing I've ever seen. I'll show you a quick snippet of that video so you can compare the version in GTA 6 to the version in real life.
"Get the fuck out of this neighborhood, you fucking shit."
Yep. Cool, lady.
Call, please.
I'm calling. Don't worry.
Now, the next thing that's based off of a real-life event is this shot from the trailer right here. It's coming from Mega Mundo News, which I believe is like a parody of Univision or Telemundo, one of the Spanish broadcast channels that you might see. And if you're wondering what this translation says, it states, "Confession written in ink for tattoos, a tattoo on the neck that gave himself away, key in the conviction of a Leonida man." And you can see this guy's got tattoos all over his face. He's got purple hair. This is actually based off of a real life dude known as the Miami Joker. So Lauren Sullivan, who's a 30-year-old man, is a tattoo model from Miami. He achieved internet infamy when he was arrested in 2017 on charges that he pointed a gun at passing vehicles, revealing his colorful tattoo-filled mugshot. And he was dubbed the Miami Joker. And since then, he has gained internet fame on all social media accounts. But you guys can see there, the Rockstar basically just changed him up a little bit. Instead of green hair, he's got purple hair. Obviously, his tattoos aren't a 100% match, but this is definitely the guy they're modeling this whole thing after. That is absolutely spot on. There is some really crazy stuff that happens in Florida, and I can't wait to see Rockstar sort of give us a parody of all of that in GTA 6. Now, this next shot from the trailer, I actually thought this might have been a real-life DJ, and I believe it has since been confirmed. And the reason I thought that this DJ might be real is because she looked very specific, like her hairstyle, her glasses, all the tattoos on her arm. And this is Peggy Go. Hopefully I'm pronouncing her name correctly. She is a South Korean DJ, singer, and songwriter, as well as a record producer. She is exceptionally popular, and it looks like she is going to be featured in Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, this should come as no surprise. Rockstar absolutely loves their DJs, their nightclubs, their music sets. I mean, heck, they even have their own record label, Circo Loco Records. They've done so much with music in Grand Theft Auto Online, so it is not surprising at all to see this continued over into GTA 6. And it looks like Peggy is not the only one that is going to be featured as far as the music side of things. And this, I guess, parody of Instagram shot right here, High Rollers Mag, on the show High Rollers Lifestyle. This is actually Rod Wave. He's an American rapper, singer, and songwriter, best known for his hip-hop and R&B songs. So how cool is that Rockstar seems to be incorporating some pretty famous musical celebrities into the game? Now, they might not be huge parts of the story, but you might be able to see Peggy Go at a nightclub. You might be able to see Rod Wave on TV on his own Instagram parody program. All of that is really awesome. Now, there's a handful of other things in the trailer that are based on real life events in Florida too. Like, for example, this one from Official Poach. Stay alert, Vice City. Remember to check for uninvited guests before the pool party. Literally, this is a guy pulling an alligator out of the pool on a local Florida news station. So I guess that legitimately happens a lot for people who have pools in Florida. I guess that's a thing. Maybe that's one of the reasons why they have their pools mostly covered in Florida. I don't know. You guys can let me know in those comments down below. Believe it or not, there's also people that end up twerking on top of vehicles. Coming from Have a Vice Day, someone called the Department of Transport on this dump truck. Yes, there have legitimately been videos, viral videos going around of individuals twerking on top of vehicles riding down the road. Definitely not safe, certainly interesting. And speaking of interesting, an alligator going into a convenience store, yep, that's definitely happened, and it certainly happened in Florida. Gator scare at Walmart. So they are really going to have some realistic life-like events occur. It really does seem like Florida has the weirdest stuff that happens to them. And we're not done yet. What about Planet Leonida Man? Usually got to hit the strip club to see jiggle like that for real. That apparently has happened, where you just see naked dudes strolling around at gas stations and the police got to end up dealing with it. And what about guys randomly watering their lawn in nothing but basically a thong in the nude? Yep, you guessed it. Florida man does yard work naked. I guess you're technically allowed to do that. And what about this Weasel News report? No overturning zone. Cops arrest man who flipped his car after Pee-wee's dine and dash. And you guys can see there's an overturned car in the middle of what looks to be a very busy highway. And sure enough, that exact same thing happened in Florida, and Rockstar even got it almost perfect with the overturned car, the cops chasing in on the scene. You've also got the same sort of color style on the police vehicles. The attention to detail here from Rockstar is astounding. And there's a handful of other examples that Rockstar seem to have pulled from pop culture. There might not be one specific example that grabs like major news headlines, but the guy doing a crotch grab for an apology for bad driving, you've certainly seen that happening. Driving like this, where you literally aren't even in the vehicle, I'm sure that has been spotted before. There's definitely real life examples of the Thrillbilly Mud Club and people that act like that, as well as other small news snippets like the dirt bike dirtbags. That's actually something I've seen, believe it or not, in real life happening, where dirt bikes like this actually shut down the roads and the highways completely. So it is something that I have seen, and Rockstar are going to be incorporating it in Grand Theft Auto 6, which is absolutely wild. And like I mentioned earlier, the game, of course, is based on Miami and its surrounding areas. So there's going to be a lot of roads and buildings you see that 100% match the world. I feel like I want to save those examples for like an updated mapping video, but in this one, I wanted to show you sort of all like the pop culture references that Rockstar have made to real life here. And there's a ton of them just in this trailer alone. So it really does make you wonder how much more Rockstar have up their sleeve that we're going to get to see and experience in the game. And two more honorable mentions here. They don't come directly from real life, but actually pop culture. This shot of the speedboats driving by, and they're going past sort of the port area, and you've got that massive cargo ship in the background. That is actually taken straight from one of the opening scenes of Miami Vice, an incredibly popular television program. In fact, it actually inspired a lot of what Rockstar did in the original GTA Vice City game. And you might also be wondering what this sign is right here, the Vice sign. Well, it's actually very close to the in-game airport, and even though a sign like this doesn't exist in real life, it has been featured in movies that take place in Miami, such as Bad Boys, for example. So even though those aren't real life examples of things happening, Rockstar is also still referencing things that occur in pop culture when they're creating their own version of Vice City and Leonida. But anyways, that is all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today, and all the examples of GTA 6 versus real life. Yes, there were so many, and I'm sure there's going to be so many more. Let me know in those comments down below if you noticed any that I did not talk about in this video today, and please be sure to let me know in those comments down below. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the GTA 6 videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.